Everyone, you donated for it. Put your hands together for Tomato Angus because it's time for the bonus game of the night, Fallout New Vegas!
Hello, Pittsburgh! Woo! Woo! We're back. I'm Tomato Angus, the G is silent. With me,
I am CovertMuffin.
I'm bryonato.
I'm CJItsallGewd.
what do you guys know about this run?
That you do it.
Yes. This run, let's explain it real quick. All romances. There are 12 people you can romance in this game. We're gonna do it all as fast as possible. Also, because like we talked about, the great pace and everything, we are doing any percent as well. It is 2 runs in 1. The route is merged, kind of like a zipper. Yeah, I don't think there's too much else to go into. You guys have any questions up front? No?
No.
All right.
No,
you guys looking at me like a bunch of deer.
I'm a little scared.
You're a little, okay,
I'm a little
good.
scared.
Good. Are we ready with timer? Yeah, all right. We will start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, Tomato.
Thank you, and we are off. So right away, I do have some DLC installed, but guys, playing in Italiano.
Madon.
Right.
Madon.
Gabagool.
Real quick,
Hey.
what was the incentive for name?
Oh, great question. Hold please.
It was a bid war.
I mean, I could just write tomato if you want.
I believe in you.
I think I know what it is, but Melo is a little scatterbrained right now. I don't want to give you the wrong one, so I'm going to do something that you should all do when you're in trouble, which is ask for help.
Wait, was that the name? Or are we?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, they're just going to help me out.
Asking for help. is
It's
good.
Luigi. It's Luigi.
Oh, it's our boy.
it's the town.
It's Luigi. Hey, Luigi, here we are.
Mamma mia.
So, like I said, we are romancing 12 people, and there's a bit of a hitch with that because there are a few people who will only romance you if you are a guy. There are a few people who will only romance you if you are a girl. And this game does not have a way to rebuild your character mid-run. But we have a way around that. So we're gonna start as a guy. And this beginning section is pretty straightforward. We're just trying to get through Doc. I'm gonna quick save, quick load a couple times here to skip some dialogue. You'll see a lot of quick save, quick loading throughout this run. You're gonna be really sick of it. And for stats, they do not matter right now because like I said, I need to change from guy to girl. And when you do that, we have to rebuild our character. And we'd rather just do all of our actual character building then. So all of the character building right now does not matter. I'm just gonna be mashing through all of this as fast as possible. Something important though is we are gonna be doing this run on hardcore for most of it, not the whole time. Because we need the bullets to have ammo, or not ammo. We need the bullets to have weight because we're going to be doing a duping glitch that requires you to play on hardcore. So right here, we select hardcore.
Can you?
Hardcore was so cool.
Can you like do it hardcore on GDQ? I don't know if you're allowed to do that.
Maybe.
Hardcore romancing.
Oh, there we go.
There
Yeah.
lies the loophole.
Okay, so
Right.
real quick, I just clipped out of bounds.
Oh.
I'm gonna be doing this a lot throughout the run. I just made it so I'm floating here for a second to explain this. I'm gonna be clipping out of bounds a lot because if you go out of bounds and then you fall, you respawn at the default position for where you're at. So for here, it's by the door.
Wait, you're the guy that did the Fallout Anthology run. You explained this.
Wow, I thought we were friends.
I
What the-
remember that. Wow.
You had all those props.
I did have those props. Do you guys, we don't have any props to explain anything tonight though.
No. You swore to me that you had no problems.
I don't think you could get away with visuals for this run.
No.
What do you mean by that?
You know why.
So right now, we are going to go and get our main weapon for the run, which is a revolver. And it's not very strong, but we're going to use it for a glitch called reload dashing and infinite dashing. All right, Chet did not spawn with the revolver in his inventory.
Oh, no.
I better try another vendor then. Well, that's another way.
All right, so we have the revolver. Also, side note, movement. It's a bit weird. You guys will see me doing this a lot. This is stop hopping. It's kind of like this game's bunny hopping, but it's different. The intricacies, not worth going into. Something else I'm gonna do. Reload dashing. You slingshot forward. This is abusing a broken one bullet at a time reload animation. Sometimes you get launched up like this, and you can dash while you're in the air. It's pretty cool. It's only for short distances, though. There is a glitch called infinite dashing that used to have you do this like crazy thing where you would shoot a grenade up, you'd swap, and you have to do a reload dash and break your legs at the same time, and it was really hard. I somehow got it first try during my anthology run, but we don't have to do that anymore because it turns out if you just jump in the middle of a reload dash and you just get it. So we have the infinite dash right away. And right now I'm gonna be flying around and discovering a handful of locations, and you'll notice that this pop-up keeps coming up. This is the pop-up for rebuilding your character. It comes up when you leave the beginner area. And like I said, we wanna rebuild our character after we romance the first couple people in the run.
As you do.
Yes, of course.
As you do.
So,
Total rebuild.
yes. Sorry, just have to discover Sloan here. There we go. So, this pop-up is only supposed to come up once, but if you just quick load after it pops up so that I'm loading the quick save from before it. Sorry, also I have to constantly quick save, quick load for this glitch to actually work. But if you quick load to right before that pop-up, then you're before when the pop-up ever came up, and it just kind of kicks that can down the road. So right now, I'm just really trying to kick this can down the road. Because once I romance the first 3 people, that's when we'll rebuild our character. And right now I'm just making it to the first place, but we do have time for a quick donation.
Absolutely. We have a $35 donation from Anonymous. They say some people think majoring in math means learning how to add larger and larger numbers. That's correct.
Thanks.
Bars.
Well, there you go.
So here we are at our first stop. These are the first 3 people we're going to romance. The 2 right here, Maud, she is one of the 2 who is very picky, will only sleep with guys. And same with Jimmy.
romance?
Romance with guys, and same with Jimmy.
Please.
So I just quick save, quick loaded to skip that thing. We did sleep with them though.
boy.
No.
Oh, boy.
So what is a romantic night without flowers? So we're going to use these to keep track of how many people we have romanced. Would you like to put a you guys can hold it. Careful, there's thorns.
Why?
We're going to put a flower in to keep
You do
track.
it.
So we've had
Me?
2. Please
Yeah.
put
Okay.
2 in.
You
Two
prick-
in.
I don't want to prick myself.
So here's our third person, Sweetie. She's in the bathroom freshening up. We're going to talk with her real quick and leave. Can you please put a 3rd rose in now?
Oh, okay.
We've got 3 down.
Sorry, we were stopping to smell the roses.
Oh, hey, this
let me
is a
smell.
speed run. So
I can't smell.
You pull that out.
Yeah.
now that
Pull it
we
right out of there.
have romanced those people, it's time
Are
to
you all
rebuild
right
our
over there?
character.
No, we're just trying to pull it out. Good.
Yeah.
Here we go. We got it.
It's a family
pull it out
show.
some-
yeah, it was hard to get it out of there.
Please.
We are now rebuilding our character. We're gonna max charisma because that gives us a lot of speech and we need speech. We're tagging science because we need science. And we're taking good nature because it gives us speech and science. And we're now on our way to Red Lucy. Red Lucy is the person who the all romances route is built around.
Why do they call her Red, Lucy?
Her hair, I think? I don't know. She wants us to go and scavenge a bunch of animal eggs. That is the most romantic thing for her. She's like, give me giant mantis eggs. You see that up there? So earlier, I broke into a school and I stole some eggs, and now they're a quest item. That'll make a little more sense in a little bit. There wasn't time to explain it earlier. But pretty much, she's like, man, you got these mantis eggs? That's sweet. Now go get me some rad scorpion eggs. And it's just gonna be a lot of that. And we're gonna do a bit of that off the rip. We're gonna go and get the scorpion eggs now. And when I exit, we're gonna do another infinite dash. And this one's a little tricky because I need to get launched up just like that.
So cool.
Nice.
And this lets us fly over some collision to here to discover this location for later. And now we're just gonna make our way to the scorpions. Man, it's a little warm in here. Let's take, hey, Brian, you wanna match me for a layer?
I'll go layer for layer with you.
Okay.
I did want to just say, This game is held together with scotch tape and paper clips and your best intentions. And so this game might crash. And if it does, I want everyone here to get as loud as possible because that will make the game be faster.
Yes. So.
Oh, I'm going to help you with your sleeve. I got you, buddy.
So these, right here are the eggs. You see these eggs right here? We need to get those, but these guys are walking around. But it turns out if you pull up your Pip-Boy on the map and you right-click at the same time, you just stop time. We call it time stop. You can just like mess with these guys however you want, and they can't really do anything. So we're gonna do this a lot to, oh, he's trying to do something. We're gonna do this a lot to, whoa, I'm doing a lot too. We're gonna do this a lot to manipulate enemies and run around them and pretty much make it so that they can't hit us and we can steal all of their eggs. So we just got the scorpion eggs for Lucy, and we're now just kind of going over this little crest to meet up with the great cons who are over here. This is for, they're somehow connected to a dude named Tyrone, who we're gonna go on a date with later. I keep trying to find the right way to word it. Anyway.
I gotta get to know that barber.
Wow,
haircut.
Hers? Oh yeah, crazy haircut. So here we just need to look inside of a briefcase. This is again for Tyrone. Somehow he likes that briefcase. I don't know. He needs to know the contents for us to sleep with him, romance him.
Romance him.
We talked to this lawn gnome.
Lock in.
We talked to the lawn gnome here, and we're gonna go back to Lucy now. I think we have time for about 2 donations while I talk to Lucy and get the notes on what eggs she wants next.
Certainly. We have a $250 donation from Hey2. It says, to the tune of The Lion Sleeps Tonight. I guess I'm singing already.
The lion romances tonight.
The Lion romances tonight. Lock in, Melo, lock in. They say, in the fallout, New Vegas fallout, the love will find a way. In the fallout, New Vegas fallout, Tomato Angus will save the day.
Wow.
We do it. Oh, all right, that's enough.
Wow.
Thank you for that.
Round of applause for that.
Very great performance.
I agree.
That was clap-worthy.
So we talked to Red Lucy, and she said, hey, go get me some fire gecko eggs. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. I'm flying to go get those. You might be asking right now, why don't I just go and get all of the eggs at once?
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Why don't you go get all of the eggs at once?
That would make so much more sense.
It would make so
You'd
much
save
sense.
so much more time.
I would save so much time, but the problem is most of the eggs don't spawn until you're on that stage of the quest. So we have to go talk to her and
CJ.
go back a lot. Yeah, duh, come on, guys. We have to go back a lot, and right now, I'm flying. I'm using a visual cue I call Boob Mountain. It's a mountain shaped like boob. All right, we're almost there.
Like
there we
what?
go.
It's called that for its personality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Please.
some of the eggs, though, like the mantis eggs earlier, they do spawn all the time, but they aren't quest items yet. So I'm able to go, and if I have 12 of those quest items, hi, guy. Jeez, he was excited to see me. If I have at
Fire
least,
gecko, or are you just excited to see me?
if I have at least 12 eggs, also I'm gonna do one of those COC things where I clip out of bounds and spawn back at the start here. Oops. These guys are trying to attack me from behind.
Come on.
So if I get at least 12 of a non-quest item version of eggs that spawn, like the Night Stalker eggs I'm about to go get, then once it's time for that quest stage to happen and the Night Stalker eggs would spawn as quest items, then if you have at least 12, they will convert to quest items. So here, I am here to get some Night Stalker eggs that do spawn in time, but these are not quest items. These are just regular eggs. I need at least 12 of these so they convert into the quest item once we get to that point in the run. So I'm going to do an item dupe. Also, these guys are really rattling in my ear. So this is why I'm playing on hardcore. As you can see, ammo has weight. It has 2.6 pounds. This is important. We're doing an item duplication glitch where if you enter a container, like for the first time you're in the cell, you access the container for the first time, if there's an item in there you want to dupe, you put a stack of items in there, and I'm going to click these and then press take all in rapid succession. Let me try that again. Okay, so as you can see, the take all menu is still up, but only the Night Stalker eggs are here. So if you watch this weight of my inventory right now, it's gonna go from 56 to 96 as I pick up 40 eggs. Wow, actually, my math is bad. Math major.
Never do math on stream.
I guess, yeah, I
Never
guess
do math on
not.
stream.
So we're at 136 now. So I have 40 Night Stalker eggs, which is more than enough. Red Lucy's gonna be ecstatic. I'm gonna time stop to get past these guys, get bent losers.
Wow.
Wow.
It's lonely in this cave, okay?
Oh, they are not happy I took
No,
their
you
eggs.
were rude to them.
Well,
Took their eggs.
I know. So now I have all these eggs. So when I talk to Red Lucy and she wants the Night Stalker eggs eventually, it'll convert and then we'll have all of them right away. Before we go talk to Red Lucy though, I'm gonna go make a quick detour to go talk to Tyrone. He's the dude who is really interested in the contents of that briefcase. He's right here. All we say is what up, and then we also use the Black Widow perk that I took earlier, and then we just quick save, quick load to skip the fade to black. Thank you, Tyrone.
That's a rose in the jar, right?
Yes, that is a rose in the jar. Thank you very much.
Hey.
Hey, woo! Yippee! So
Not much for foreplay, that Tyrone.
So we are now gonna go and turn in those eggs that we just got with Red Lucy. Again, a lot of this all romances route is going and getting some eggs, talking with Red Lucy, turning in the eggs, her telling us, hey, I'm still hungry, go get me more eggs. So if you watch in the top left corner here, you will see a pile of Night Stalker eggs added. That is this quest updating to the correct stage, and then all of those Night Stalker eggs I got converting to the quest item. There we go, pile of Night Stalker eggs added. So now when I talk to her, I brought you the Night Stalker eggs. She says, thank you, I'll give you a kiss later if you go and get Cazador eggs for me. And this is probably the most difficult split in the all romances run, because not only do I need to go and steal from Cazadors who are not very kind, if they hit me, then I lose almost a minute from having to wait for the effects of their toxin to wear off because you can't fast travel while you are taking damage. So I have to deal with that, and I have to try and time stop past them. But not only that, but to get to them, I kind of have to, I'm making a safety save real quick. I kind of have to fly through this gulch right up here. And this gulch has a really messed up collision where it's really easy to get stuck in a rock. So I'm trying to really navigate and not get stuck in a rock. All right, we should be good. But now I need to make sure that these Cazadors, we have to dodge all these guys.
That's the sound of love.
Yes. And now that I have the Cazador eggs, I'm gonna fly out because this is where our first little implementation of any percent. Oh, game crashed.
One.
Oh, there we go. There's one.
That's one.
That's one.
The over/under. If you're gamblers at home, the over/under.
I got the under.
I placed an over/under of 2.5, so we were at 1. What did you take you took the, you pushed under, over. All right, we're gonna see who wins that.
I know I'm gonna win that.
That's.
And also, chat, we don't know what half a crash is, by the way.
Yeah, we're trying to figure that out.
If you have an idea, you can donate with it.
Yeah, donate to let us know what half a crash looks like in the video game.
All right, I'm trying to get out of this gulch because I do need to go and fly back where I came from because as part of the any percent route, we need to meet all of the major tribes in the game, and the Great Khans live here. And normally to meet people, you have to actually talk to them. But for the Great Khans, all I gotta do is go here, quick save, quick load a couple times, and I'm like, yeah, I've spent enough time around their architecture. They're good, I can clear them later on, I've met them. So that's our first little tribe that we've met. We're back at Red Lucy now. We're gonna talk to her to turn in the Cazador eggs, and then I'm gonna start making my way to fulfill a requirement for a different partner who I will romance later, which is just enough time for another donation.
Absolutely. We have a $50 donation. It says from Anonymous. The comment says, so excited to watch Tomato play. Love you, son. Mama T and Johnny from Chicago.
Oh. It's my mom and my stepdad. Very sweet of them. Thank you.
I love that.
Yeah, that was very kind of them. So here we are. We are going to Mick and Ralph's. We're inside of the building at Mick and Ralph's. We somehow clipped inside. So Mick and Ralph's, they have vault suits upstairs in a dresser. Hopefully. If they don't, I just have to load a quick load. Yeah, okay, so they have the vault suit here. One of the people who I'm going to romance, she needs at least 40 vault suits. And good thing I can just take all. Again, watch here. It'll go from 120 to 160. There we go. We
Got
have
the math right that time.
Yeah.
40 vault suits?
We now have 40 vault suits. So
You can only wear one at a time.
It looks like you got 41.
I know. Well, that one doesn't matter. Yeah. Let's leave it. We don't need that one. Yeah. I'm gonna clip out of bounds to COC back to, or just interact with the door, I guess. But we now have all the vault suits for Sarah, which is great. We will talk with her later, and we are making our way to set up another date later on. We're gonna set up actually 3 dates by beginning a quest up here, where we're gonna go into the Atomic Wrangler, and we're gonna talk with James Garrett. James Garrett, oh, he's not here, so we have to wait for him to come on shift.
When do you romance Sunny Smiles?
Sonny, you can't romance Sunny Smiles.
Are you sure?
You can't romance Old Ben. I don't want to hear about it. You can't romance either of them. Get out of my DMs. You can't romance them.
Maybe
Nelson
you need to
Mandela.
give them some creature eggs or something.
Maybe. You got to just make them a good breakfast or something.
Someone make that mod.
I hear people like that.
Somebody make that mod.
So,
You heard me.
we are making our way to the first of the 3 people who we just kind of unlocked with James Garrett, which is our boy Fisto. So, yeah, let's hear it for Fisto.
Some Fisto love. I love it.
Fisto's the best. Do you guys know who Fisto is on the couch?
No.
Nope.
Okay. So,
Great personality.
great personality. So,
Salt of the earth.
we just grabbed a key for this this container, which I'm going to
It
open.
says tool cabinet.
Tool cabinet, sorry.
Fisto doesn't live in the tool cabinet.
So, well, he kind of does. Right here, there's a little thing where I'm going to use, I've been leveling up science a bunch, and that is because this is what we use to program Fisto. Here's Fisto, and we're just going to talk with him real quick, and it's gonna fade to black. That's another rose.
Okay. Shout outs to Fisto.
Shout outs to Fisto.
Fisto sounds so charming in Italian.
He does. Ooh, I like that voice. Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder if he did like Rosetta Stone or something, or it's just programmed. Anyway,
That owl really got to him in Duolingo.
okay, so now that we've taken care of Fisto, we are gonna go on another little side quest for any percent. We're going to meet the next of the tribes we have to meet, which are the Boomers. The Boomers, you only have to go in and talk to Pearl, but instead what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna kill Pearl. Normally,
I don't think she's going to be very romantic after that.
no, well, don't worry. We don't want to romance Pearl. So Pearl's all the way over here, and normally what we do here is we do this glitch where you pretty much quick save, quick load as soon as the grenade blows up. I like right here, I should be able to fire repeatedly by just quick save, quick loading repeatedly. But for some reason, I've been having issues for like 2 weeks where this glitch doesn't work for me. So we have to actually 1v1 Pearl right now, and she's like low-key really threatening. Because she also has a grenade launcher. Ooh, get bent, Pearl. So we killed Pearl. Pearl has died. Woo! And now we've met the Boomers. We're all good on that front.
It's
we
one
can
way to meet 'em.
keep making our way. It is one way to meet them. And we're actually going to meet some other people kind of similarly later on. So now that we've met the Boomers, we've got that part of any percent out of the way. We're going to keep making progress with all romances now, where I'm gonna talk to Santiago here and send him over to the Atomic Wrangler to talk with James Garrett. And then I'm gonna fly over to a base that's in this area, the actually Old Mormon Fort, and talk with Beatrix, can't remember. She's a ghoul. Gonna talk with her and also send her to James Garrett to work. I am so lost right now, my gosh. Where am I? There we go, all right. A lot of this game is just navigating all infinite
I just
dashing.
don't know how
You okay?
manage. Yeah, it's wild.
It's intense. It's really intense sometimes. And I've seemed to have gotten myself stuck in a
This is one of those COC things, right?
No.
No?
This is just me getting stuck in a wall.
Oh.
Is that half a crash right there?
No.
No.
So we're gonna talk
Good
with
try, though.
We're gonna talk with Beatrix. While I do, I think that's enough time for another quick donation.
Absolutely. $25 from Corey Dornbush, who says, Fallout New Vegas dev here. I think the word Tomato Angus is looking for is rendezvous within the romance run.
Wow.
Thank you for that, Corey Dornbush.
That's too many syllables for me.
It was really hard to read.
So now that I've talked with Santiago and Beatrix, they are both making their way to the Atomic Wrangler, which makes them available to go on dates. It turns out all they needed to go on a date was a job. I don't know how that works, but when I
Was that a joke about being unemployed? Or
no, I don't know how it works. I don't know why I can't just go on dates with them without like setting them up with a job, but apparently you
I
can't.
don't feel very sexy without a job. I don't know.
So now that they're here, they're gonna run to get into position. I'm gonna wait outside just to make sure they have enough time to get ready and whatnot. And I go inside and I'm gonna talk with Francine and get a room from her. And now I can romance, that's the word I'm looking for, rendezvous with Santiago and Beatrice. Beatrix, all right, there we go. So we're gonna talk with them and we're gonna make our way upstairs. And this is my favorite pair to romance. And I think it's gonna be pretty apparent why in just a moment. I need to wait an hour for them to get here. There's some people having fun next door, it sounds like. And yeah, wait for it. So we just romanced Santiago.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna romance Beatrix.
What are we listening to, right?
So we romanced those two. So we're gonna leave now. We're gonna clip out of bounds.
That's
That's another rose. Yeah, that's another rose.
okay.
So that's Santiago and Beatrix.
All right.
Yeah.
That's that Kermit and Miss Piggy special right there.
I'm so
You dropped a rose.
No.
Okay.
One of the leaves fell off.
What?
Yeah, just
What are you doing?
Oh, no.
You have a speed run to do.
You had one job.
So we're now on our way into the strip. In the strip, we have several stops to make. The first is we're going to Vault 21. That is where Sarah Weintraub is. She's the one who wants all the vault suits. You can access, I didn't actually enter this area properly. I didn't go through the door, but the door here to enter the vault is still loaded in, so I can just go in. I'm gonna talk with her, and I'm gonna say, hey, you need some vault gear, and I'll help out. And she's like, yeah, sure. And then I'm gonna say, by the way, I just have all the vault gear. She's like, oh, thank you. Why don't you go get comfy in a bed downstairs, and I will meet you there. So that's where we're making our way to. And I think this would be a good time for like 2 donations, maybe 3.
Mr. New Vegas donates $5 and says, Mr. New Vegas here. Whoops, better put on my newsman fedora here. Reports out of Good Springs say that a courier went flying off towards the horizon. That's the news. This is Mr. New Vegas filling in for Mr. New Vegas.
Very nice.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. And we have a $50 donation from Webster Dictionary. They say half a crash. When the player thinks the game has crashed, but the powers of GDQ make the game return without having to reload the save.
Ooh,
That seems fair.
I like
Okay.
that.
All right.
That seems fair.
I like that.
I'll
Thank you,
allow
Webster
it.
Dictionary.
And one more.
Yeah, one more.
$5 from JB Henry, who says, I was going to make a Fallout joke, but I don't want the chat
I
saying
know,
the
I'm way ahead
groans
of
were
you.
all my vault.
Oh. I like that one.
There's something for everyone.
So now we have romanced Sarah Weintraub. We're gonna do another little part of any percent. Like I said, for any percent, we need to meet all of the tribes. And one of the tribes is the, one of these guys called the White Glove Society. That's their name. White Glove Society is led by Mortimer.
Mouse?
Oh, yep, Mortimer Mouse. All we have to do is we have to talk to him. I don't have access to my gun, otherwise I would shoot him because that makes it so that the doorman won't talk to me, like the doorman will right here. Sometimes you just get locked out of your gun. It's just, sometimes it happens, I don't know. But now we've met the gloves, and we're gonna do a section that is both, whoa, I'm firing out of nowhere. Both any percent.
Just let one loose.
I guess so. Too many beans.
Always go out without, never
accidentally
go without a
discharge
glove,
that gun.
kids.
So now we're gonna do a part for both all sleeping partners, all romances, and any percent, which is the tops. And this part has Benny, our man up there on top of the stairs. But first we need to talk to Swank because Swank will give us back the weapons that we just turned over. And this is good because then we can infinite dash some more. I'm taking survival to 45. That way I can take the travel light perk and just move a little bit faster. Gonna rebind my revolver and grenade launcher now that I have them. There we go. And now we're gonna talk to Benny. And he's like, what the hell? You're alive. And then we just use we spam the Black Widow perk and say, I'm a courier, I can handle a package. And then we reload dash over to the elevator where we're going to clip out of bounds. There we go. We're gonna wait for Benny. And we're going to have fun with Benny.
In 2011, this character was modeled after Matthew Perry.
There he is.
Oh.
So here we talk with Yes Man. So,
Was that a rose, by the way?
yes, that is a rose.
100%.
Thank you, yes.
Yep. Glad you're on top of it.
So this is where any percent really kicks into gear. I am talking to Yes Man. We're gonna do the Yes Man ending. But first, to do that, I need the platinum chip from Benny.
Call him later.
Yeah, that's why we're giving him the phone.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So,
He used to call me on my cell phone.
no.
No? You still like that song, right?
Tommy,
What year is
you
it?
need to lock in.
I am
in.
locked in. I'm so locked.
Rendezvous.
I am so locked in. We are now on our way to the Gamora. It turns out the courtyards for the Gamora and the tops are shared. So we can just reload dash, infinite dash, all the way over to here, and it's just loaded in. I could clip inbounds. It's kind of hard to do. That's our next partner right there. That's Joanna. Instead, I'm just going to access this door from out of bounds and then go back outside and just go like, hey, hot stuff. And I'm going to say, take me up to your room, and she will lead the way. But while she's walking, we're going to pregame a little bit by talking with Dazzle. And we're going to use Black Widow and 50 caps, and then quick save, quick load. That's a rose.
Oh, okay.
Right out in the courtyard?
Right out in the courtyard, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And now Joanna would say, hey, I'm sweating, don't worry. I'm just that excited to see you. And we lay down with her, and this is another rose.
There's only one left.
Oh, you know what? Benny,
There's more?
no. Benny, I'm sorry, Benny. So we've now slept with Joanna.
Why did he have scissors?
So we need to leave the Gamora. And usually with the Gamora, we try and get out without the doorman talking to us, but it turns out the Gamoran dudes, the Omertas, that's their name, we need to meet them for any percent. So we just say, never mind, and we've met them for any percent.
I'll give you
So
$20 if you eat it.
we have now romanced a ton of people. We have one person left to romance, and that is Red Lucy. So we're gonna do a little bit of any percent for a bit. So we talked to Victor, and this is where we're supposed to go and confront Mr. House. Mr. House, we don't normally have access to him now, but we do have the platinum chip, so we can use that to kind of get into his area by clipping out of bounds. And here I'm going to, what am I wearing? I did not put this outfit, I do not remember putting this outfit on. Anyway, I'm going to interact with this terminal through the wall by going into third person and like turning the camera. This is called third person interaction. And I can use this to just unlock the control room elevator. And I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna try and do a, let me get my grenade launcher, there we go. I'm gonna try and do this all in one motion.
He's like Snow White.
Yeah.
She was under the glass, right?
Yes.
Right?
And there we go. Isn't that's how Snow White died, right? Or no, sorry, no, she lived.
I said, well, not anymore.
So, okay. Mr. House, done.
Is that Sleeping Beauty that was asleep?
I don't know. I haven't seen like any of
I
those
literally
movies.
don't know what you're talking about.
Under the glass with the dwarves, the 7 dwarves.
Yeah, it's Snow White.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah.
now that we have messed with Mr. House, we can go to Yes Man and be like, hey, Mr. House's seat is vacant. You can go be Mr. Man. And he is gonna go and upload himself, or he's gonna go and prepare to upload himself into Mr. House's computer. We're gonna say, I'm ready for you to join me at the Lucky 38. But before we can go and really talk to him, we need to meet the last one tribe we have not met yet, which is the Brotherhood. So we're gonna dash over to their hidden bunker. And to meet them rather than talk to them, we're just gonna fire a grenade launcher into, they're standing right on the other side of this door. So I fire a grenade at it, the explosion kind of just like tickles them through the door, and they're like, oh, that's enough for me to meet them and pass judgment on them, is that explosion. So I've now met the Brotherhood, and I can leave. And I've now met all of the tribes, hopefully. And now that I've met all of the tribes, I can go and get the last egg for Lucy, and it's the Death Claw egg. And this one is kind of sketchy because we got a big mama deathclaw right there, and I'm gonna try and launch into the air and stay in the air here. Okay, I fell. Sometimes you can like land on, for some reason you can't land in the air there all the time. That's okay, I'm just gonna infinite dash away, and we're gonna fast travel up to Yes Man and upload him into Mr. House's computer. So I think we have enough time for a couple donations while that goes on.
Absolutely. I love this donation. Anonymous donates $50. In every tomato video, he always tells us, the feelings of despair you have right now don't define you or the rest of your life. Remember that no feeling is final. It may be a meme at this point, but it is so impactful to hear to help me keep on keeping on. Thanks, Tomato.
Oh, thank you.
And then I'm gonna change the vibes here. $100 from Public Zax's channel, who says, ra ra Roma, Roma ma ga ga, ooh la la, it's all romance.
I have to get up for that. To take this off.
Plus any percent.
I'll be back.
Ooh, that was loud.
And Skelly donates $50, and they say, I'm so absurdly hyped to see two of my all-time favorite runners in a single run. Tomato and Bryonato have genuinely had such a positive effect on me, and I can't wait to see this. As always, no feeling is final.
Thank you. So here we are. Right now, Yes Man is putting on a big show. He's like, wow, yes, Mr. House had so much going on here, and look how powerful I am. And it's like, oh my God, we gave the idiot a gun. That's kind of what this moment is supposed to be like.
Like Wheatley.
Yeah, exactly. So instead of sitting through this, I am alternating quick save, quick load, and waiting an hour. And that's just repeatedly skips all of his lines and the entire demonstration. So when I can leave now and the demonstration is over, whoops, that's not the right one. And I'm gonna go back to Yes Man now and be like, hey, I've met all the tribes. Hopefully, oh, this is a really flattering angle, dude. Hopefully, yeah, all right, there we go. Cons, sometimes the cons, you don't actually meet them, but I did. Thankfully, we don't have to backtrack. We've now met all of the tribes and be like, yeah, they're all good. We don't kill them. We don't care what happens to Kimball. With that dialogue option, we skipped the entire presidential assassination quest with President Kimball. And now all I have to do is go and power up the mainframe for Yes Man. And we're getting near the end of both the all romances route and the any percent route. We are in the end game now. So first I'm gonna go and power up Yes Man. And this part's really quick. It's just here, power the substation, we're all good. And now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna talk to Red Lucy, and we are going to finish the all romances part of the run. For this part, all we do is we just talk with her, we give her the Deathclaw egg, and that's pretty much it. We then have to follow her to her room. When we're in the room, I'm gonna try and push her so she walks a little bit faster. We say, yeah, let's me, you, all those animal eggs, let's go have a party in the bedroom. And
Let's make the eggs watch.
Here she talks to us, and then I'm just gonna push her. And then after I rest with her and we become well rested, that is the end of the all romances portion, and we just have to go and finish the any percent portion. So this is where the all romances route would end normally. Usually the run ends as soon as you interact with the bed and your time with Red Lucy begins. But like we said, any percent, so we're gonna go and wrap this up, and I'm gonna be going back to Yes Man and talking to him, so I think that's enough time for like 2 or 3 donations
Rose?
again.
Yes.
Yes,
rose?
and a rose, final rose.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Very nice.
Also, Tommy, don't take off any more layers. I got nothing else under here.
That sounds like a good idea then.
I don't know about that.
We have $50 from Alex and Dad. They say have to donate during Tomato Angus's run. His videos helped shape our love for speedruns, and we were lucky enough to meet him and CovertMuffin as well as so many other lovely speedrunners in person in Pittsburgh Sunday and Monday. We unfortunately had to leave, but are now watching and supporting online. Good luck to all runners, and go GDQ. Trans rights are human rights.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. One more donation?
Absolutely. A Godsend donates $50 to PCF, and they say, love me a post-apocalyptic Italian rom-com.
Great description.
I've always said this.
It's my favorite genre. So right here is the big dam sequence. You're supposed to like go through this. There's a big battle. You go down. Instead, we're gonna just do a quick infinite dash and slope off this rock to gain a little bit of height. Hopefully this is enough height. Let's see, there we go. We're just trying to get over this lip. It's not, so I'm just gonna try and like wiggle off of random objects, get enough height so I can fly off this ledge here. You know, let me just load the autosave from this. This is kind of weird if you get off of the starting point. But yeah, just infinite dash, and we're gonna skip this whole part and go straight to the Leggett camp, which is where we can end the Yes Man route. So fly into here, there we go. And now in this camp, all we need to do is we need to go up and talk to the Leggett known as Lanius. And I'm going to use all that speech that I've been accruing throughout the run to just convince him, hey, stand down. And he's gonna be like, all right, peace. And this is pretty much the end of, like, we just beat the final boss of any percent by telling him to go pound sand. And I'm gonna dash over this barrier. Oh, got a free level up. I'm gonna dash over this barrier to trigger the end dialogue. All right, I missed it again. Let's do that again. Dash over the barrier to trigger the end dialogue, level up a third time. And here we're gonna talk with General Lee Oliver, and this is pretty much the end of the game. Normally what I would do here is I would just wait for this dude to mosey on up to me. I'll talk to him, and then I talk to Yes Man, and the run ends right here. But it wouldn't be a New Vegas run at GDQ if we didn't do this. We're just gonna watch this real quick. And now, to end the run, we just talked to Yes Man. Time is coming up. And time.
Yeah, nicely done, man.
Thank you. And then, of course, as always, just to show off, at the end of the run, there's the narrator. It's time to fight God. We can punch him a bit. And yeah, that's the run. Thank you to my, what you got to say?
I have one question for you.
Yeah.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Better than you could imagine.
I want to hear it.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, my couch. Thank you, all of my friends supporting. Thank you, everyone at home. Thank you, Tyler, who's watching my dogs and all the people you work with. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah,
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you, man. Great job. That was really fun.
Give it up for Tommy.